Welcome to another installment of This Is Not Normal on the Political Drain podcast with Drill Sergeant Doug, aka Admin Doug, a U.S. Army veteran, teacher, musician, and family man from Jamaica, now fights for justice and democracy through commentary and humor. Follow him on YouTube at Political Drain and at Sons of Liberty Official as Drill Sergeant, aka Admin Doug, continues to protect our freedoms.
I've never seen somebody fired so quickly over infidelity in this administration, only when you're a woman. What's up, YouTube? Drill Sergeant here. Yes. Why am I so happy? Why am I so happy, YouTube? It's because I have great news coming to you. I have great news for you. I'm going to let the controversial blonde let's put some respect on that name. Bree Woodson, my friend, running for Congress in the 12th District of Georgia. Bree Woodson, I'm going to let her tell you.
So, I have news, you guys. Our favorite bird-legged, let's be nice, Kristi Noem has been fired. Trump just let us know via Truth Social because, yes, in 2026, the president relays news via a social media website. Anyways, that's a topic for another video. Kristi Noem has been fired. She's going to be replaced by Senator Mark Wayne Mullen of Oklahoma, and he will assume the position on March 31st. So Trump is telling us that Noem is going to become the special envoy for the Shield of the Americas, which is some newly created security initiative that Trump and his cronies have come up with that they'll announce more on this coming Saturday. But as it stands, Ms. Noem has been fired and replaced.
Yes, girl. Play the music.
Kristi Noem is a bird-legged hoe. Come on. Kristi Noem is a bird-legged hoe. Kristi Noem is a bird-legged hoe.
Oh no. Listen, we just got done talking to Chelsea Gods, who created that song you just heard, and we exposed Kristi Noem, and it wasn't a blanket that she had. It wasn't a blanket that she had on that plane while she tried to fire the Coast Guard pilot. That was a dildo. It was a dildo is what it was. Toy. You can find that on Closer to the Edge podcast. We went in on that. And then the other day, she had it was yesterday, wasn't it? She had a House hearing, and they went in on her and Corey Lewandowski and the king-size bed on the private plane that they fly on with their dildos. I've never seen somebody fired so quickly over infidelity in this administration, only when you're a woman. Only when you're a woman, though. But listen, they went in. It was hilarious. They went in.
Could you explain this?
Sir, I'm looking at a picture of an interior. Looks like a bedroom.
Of an airplane?
Yes, sir.
You're not familiar with that?
These photos are not accurate. If you're referring to the airplanes that the Department of Homeland Security has purchased and are purchasing, we're using them for long-range command and control aircraft that is dictated in statute by Congress for the Department of Homeland Security to have a plane.
Luxury jet with a bedroom in it?
Yeah, we used a 737. I've been on it once, but it is being used by other administration officials, and it is used for command and control flights for the department. The department has found that in purchasing our aircraft, that we will save the taxpayers hundreds of millions of dollars.
Does it have a bedroom in it?
In fact, we spent $1.442 billion on ICE deportation flights last year.
Does it have a bedroom in it?
I believe it's being refurbished and not having a bedroom in it. So it is.
Secretary Noem, at any time during your tenure as Director of Department of Homeland Security, have you had sexual relations with Corey Lewandowski?
Mr. Chairman, I am shocked that we're going down and peddling tabloid garbage in this committee today.
Reclaiming
and
rights.
ma'am, one thing that I would tell you is that he is a special government employee who works for the White House. There are thousands of them in the federal government.
So reclaiming
and
my
as an
time,
advisor,
Secretary, it is
and has
okay for
no,
you to be
no
offended
authority
by
to
the
be
question.
making any
It is
decisions.
okay for you to
has
be
no
offended
authority
by the
to
question.
be making
But it is
decisions
also
and
a
putting
real
up your
question.
position. So what I would say
And
to
you should be able to
is
answer
that
the
what we do at the
question
Department of Homeland Security
clearly
every single
and without
day,
any hesitation.
every single day is to protect
If
this
someone
country
is
and
asking
to make
if
decisions.
you or any federal official is sleeping
have-
with their subordinate, that should
I
be
have-
the easiest. You should be wanting to answer that question.
Is garbage?
Because it is not about
It is
your sex
offensive
life.
that you have brought
It is
that
about your
So
judgment.
that kind of garbage
It is
has
about
been refuted
reclaiming
for
my
years,
time so
and
that
you
I
need
can
to
hear myself.
recognize-
Chair.
Time belongs to the gentlelady from California, but it'd be nice if you would let her respond.
I will. I want to let you know it is about your judgment and decision-making. It is about the 260,000 employees that work under you that want to make sure that you are giving information and making decisions clearly. It is about conflict of interest.
Now, besides the secondhand embarrassment from her husband that was sitting behind her while they were asking those questions about her lover and the size of the bed and presumably his member. Besides that secondhand embarrassment, it was lovely. Well, it turns out that she's been fired because that secondhand embarrassment went all the way to the top. Now, the thing is, since our friend, my friend, I love saying that, my friend, the controversial blonde, Bree Woodson, running for the 12th district in Georgia, came out with the news, broke it for us. The least I can do is let you know who Mark Wayne Mullen is. You see, well, obviously he's appointed by Trump, so that means he's definitely a misogynist. Well, he's a Republican, so he's definitely a racist. And he's a Trump supporter, so he's definitely an idiot. A low IQ, smooth-brained, knuckle-dragging monkey.
I have a book here in front of me called Our Skin that has been endorsed by NACI. And I'm going to read exactly what this book says. You guys might find it interesting. A long time ago, way before you were born, a group of white people made up an idea called race. They sorted people by skin color and said that white people were better, smarter, prettier, and they deserved more than everybody else. This would be taught if we socialize our pre-K system. This would be taught.
Do you disagree with that findings in the book?
1,000%. How about we teach Jesus loves me? How about this? In teaching Jesus loves the little children, the lyrics go, red and yellow, black and white, they're all precious in our sight. Now, which one would you think would be better? I'll ask everybody on the panel. Which is better to teach? This, that is a story that was made up to teach our kids, 3-year-olds who have no idea what race is, now all of a sudden is being taught that white people said this as a truth. Someone pointed at me that this being a truth, that white people developed race, that white people developed that all of a sudden that was our word that we developed. By the way, I'm Cherokee, Native American. I think we have experienced a little bit of racism before in my life, Chairman.
I did say he was stupid. I did, right? I said that. Trumper, it's definitely a made-up term, sir. And the land is weeping for the discrimination you suffered as a Cherokee Indian, American Indian. I know. He's going to be the new head of Homeland Security. Ooh, listen, I'm glad to see her go. Just a few more. You got to know who you're dealing with.
Oklahoma U.S. Representative Mark Wayne Mullen silent on Emmett Till anti-lynching bill. By Nehemiah Frank. When it came to doing the morally right deed, voting for the Emmett Till Anti-Lynching Act, U.S., R. Representative Mark Wayne Mullen of Oklahoma's 2nd Congressional District didn't. Instead, Mullen chose to remain silent with a no vote. He either forgot or never learned the words of Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr. In the end, we will remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends.
Yeah. Listen, I know. It's like you won't allow us to have any fun, Drill Sergeant. You won't allow us to have any fun. No. We can have fun. We can enjoy the firing. I'm just letting you know who's coming in. his most recent stunt was with Al Green. I gotta show it.
Did you see this moment during President Donald Trump's State of the Union address? Video from the Associated Press shows the moment Oklahoma Senator Markwayne Mullin attempted to grab a sign from Texas Democrat Al Green's hands. Green was escorted out of the chamber while holding the sign, which referenced a social media post of former President Barack Obama and former First Lady Michelle Obama that was from President Donald Trump's account. Now, that post has been called racist and has since been taken down. Green said he found the post, which President Trump said was made by a staffer, totally unacceptable. But before Green was removed from the State of the Union address, Oklahoma Senator Markwayne Mullin attempted to grab the sign from his hands. The next day, in a video posted to social media, Mullin called the behavior of the Democratic Party during the State of the Union speech frustrating.
Do not blame the messenger. The one thing is, more than likely, he'll keep all his affairs more quiet, at least. It's the best we can ask for, is that he won't be doing it in public in the king-size bed in the new jet plane. Not that he won't buy a new jet plane using our money. He just won't put a king-size bed in it and screw his mistresses in the open. I just think that that's not something he would do. Everything else, though, I mean, yeah, the time to fight is still now. Thanks, Bree, for the great news. I'm going to enjoy this. I'm not going to go straight to dooming yet.
Our ally, Cliff Cash, has a comedy and music event near Mar-a-Lago this coming Saturday. We're asking people to turn up for it. The plan is to leave Cliff's event and then go head over to Cheeto Mussolini, aka Velveeta Voldemort's house, and protest, which is sure to get the secret cervix involved, and since they knew who I was when I showed up in Rocky Mount, North Carolina, I'm presuming they're watching our social media to see what's going on. So hello, secret cervix. Hope y'all got a better retirement plan in place. Also, I hope you like my video today, and if you don't, I don't really care. Monday, March 9th is also another National Day of Action, similar to the ones we've done in January and February. I think you can see a pattern there. As with February, we are asking everyone to go down to the local offices of your elected representatives. If you're in Sons of Liberty, we're also asking you to get on Mobilize and create a link just like we did last month because we still need people in all 50 states. The goal is to eventually get everybody galvanized to go into all 435 some odd House rep offices, and once we have that momentum, it's pretty hard to ignore. Some of these people are currently fighting for their proverbial life in political re-election battles that they desperately want to win. So now is the time when they're absolutely going to be paying attention to what their constituents are saying. The first and most important thing is to actually show up in person. Make sure your cameras are rolling because, especially with MAGA politicians, you're almost certainly not going to get to speak to your representative. If you do, I'll be super impressed, and we should probably play the lottery on that day. Last month, we had video footage come out of MAGA representative staffers absolutely not allowing people into offices. We saw video footage of them trying to talk about Charlie Kirk. We saw constituents talking to staffers through a Ring camera because the staffers refused to open the door and face their constituents. We saw video of staffers calling the cops on constituents, which is a violation of all kinds of laws, not to mention a violation of constitutional rights and accepted protocols for we the people being able to address our elected officials and air grievances. We saw video of constituents at offices which were closed. These are offices where they're funded by taxpayer dollars and should be present to work a regular Monday through Friday jobby job. So yes, go down to your local offices and turn your cameras on. Our friends at Citizens Impeachment and Flair provide you with the necessary talking points and also reach out to you after the fact through the Mobilize link to get your video footage.
Hey, yeah, you. Before you click away to watch someone unbox a tactical toothbrush, let's talk about something real. Political Drain isn't just another content mill. We're a digital front in a very real war. Not with bullets, but with ideas, with action, and with solidarity. We pair urgent news with critical education. And we build community around actual resistance, not the hashtag kind. The kind that moves. But here's the thing. None of this is free. It isn't. Behind every video is time, labor, research, and some weird guy asking if we're going to pay the hosting bill. And yeah, some of that money goes to things we can't necessarily say out loud. If you know, you know. Let's just say Our special ops aren't Call of Duty LARPers. They're people making real moves to protect, uplift, and organize. You're not just funding a channel. You're funding a resistance network in a world where capital still calls the shots. Unfortunately, in a system built on artificial scarcity, even mutual aid has a price tag. And if we want to grow, if we want to win, we need your help. We need your help. So if you've got even a few bucks to spare, toss it our way. It's not for ads. It's not for merch drops, but for people making moves in the shadows so others can do it in the light. It's just us and you. So fund the mission, fund the fight, fund the future, because nobody's coming to save us. We save each other. That's how this works.
That was the Political Drain podcast, which can be heard on www.groovechillradio.com/political-drain and can be viewed on the Political Drain YouTube channel anytime. Once again, thank you for listening to Groove Chill as we resist fascism in any form, pursue democracy, peace, and love.